This is Elise, our little Jersey calf. Not born here, but purchased this morning from a farmer up the road. He's got 3 jerseys, and this is the last of the babies of this season. It's quite lucky to get her, really. Didn't expect to get a calf. Saw her in the market. Well, she wasn't actually being sold in the market, but there was kind of fete, a village fete in Labartere on Saturday morning. Lester went down there with Jean-Marc, a friend of ours, farmer friend of ours, and oops, I frightened herself with the hay box. And there she was with her mum on display, just to show the children that this is where your milk comes from. And Lester asked the organisers who the owner was, and it was taken to this farmer, and before you know it, Lester said, right, we'll buy her. Considering this is her first day and she came off her mum's milk this morning, she's settled down pretty well. That's my homemade hay she's eating. I've been cutting the grass in the fields this summer with a scythe. It takes me flipping ages. And then I parcel it up in little parcels and bring it in, and well, the animals seem to like it. So I guess the recipe that I'm using, which is actually just cut the hay, cut the grass, let it dry, make sure it's bone dry so it doesn't start a bonfire in the barn where it's stored, because wet hay, if you put hay wet into a pile in an enclosed area, it will rot down, build a heat, and then burst into flames. Well, you don't want that, because it would be inconvenient to have to go roofless again through a fire, having been roofless up until last year, really. So so I've made sure the hay's all dry. Then I have to rake it up. It takes ages. Then I have to bale it up in these little bales I make out of strips of fabric. Then I have to bring it in. Well, Lester helps me with that. Lester can't help me too much because he's working elsewhere, so this is my job this summer. It's been ages I've been doing this hay. Anyway, do you want to come and have a look at how much I've made? Let's get up for a minute. She's all right for the minute. Oh dear. Just coming through the gates. Oops, the geese are there. That's 2 new geese. There's supposed to be 2 females, but I don't think they are both females. I think one's a male. There's Orpy. He keeps being attacked by the geese. Well, not actually attacked, just cornered. No, I think that's the why he's losing his feathers. I think he must be under a lot of stress from them. Anyway, the geese don't hurt him, they just aggravate him. Lovely bit of apples donated from friends of ours from their tree for the piggies. Lovely pile of wood that was in the woodshed. Oops. And the woodshed is now, I'm going to go and show you the woodshed. This is our pond in the making. It's been in the making for the last 18 months. I'm not getting too far with it. I don't know whether you can see, it's a bit dark in here. This is where the geese spend their night. It's where we used to have the computers. Anyway, that's the pile of hay. Well, it's more straw, this hay. Say it's not straw. It's more straw because it's sort of long grass. I don't know how you tell the difference between hay and straw, but it's more straw because it's not so much. See, when you cut hay and put it into a bale, and you don't compress the bale. You compress it as much as you can, but I mean you only can do it with your hands, so I'm not a machine, so I don't compress it like a machine would. Anyway, as I'm putting these, making the hay, and I'm pressing it down, hay kind of is crinkly, whereas straw stays in long grass, and as you try and fold it to put it in the box to make it into a nice parcel, it scratches and is horrible to use. But that'll go for their bedding. I don't think it's as good as the corn, the straw that comes from the corn, or the wheat when it's cut, but it'll do. Anyway, this is my humongous pile of hay. You see the pretty ties that came from a duvet I cut up into strips. So I ran out of string. I thought I ain't going to go and buy any string, so I just cut an old duvet up. It was quite fetching. And in there, through there, let's see. Well, this is a kind of our plant TARDIS. This thing. See, it's all twisted up here. Hang on a minute. This, can't get my finger. This is our plant TARDIS thing. But there, right, so you can see there, that's the middle barn entrance, and there's loads of hay in there too. So that's good. We're tidying this up at the minute. It got into a humongous state, this tall barn, over the summer because the chickens were in and out and using it as their day centre. So that bit's not been tidied up. This bit has been tidied up all by hubs, and we put this load of wire in the front of the tall barn entrances. There's 3 entrances, which are eventually going to have patio doors in. That's in time to come when hopefully money arrives from somewhere, heaven knows where. But anyway, this is work in progress for Leicester, not to worry, because we've got a load of wood coming for the inside the house. Leicester's decided to have the last 2 ceilings put in and the staircase put in, so lots of wood coming. So this is the courtyard. It's I guess it still might be looking a little bit not untidy, but kind of, I suppose it's farmery. I suppose we'll turn it into a garden one day, but we haven't had the builders this summer here, so it's not as bad as it can look. Anyway, we're going to go out to have a look at the little girl, Elise her name is. I don't know whether I said that or not. Out through the gates. Oh, she's down the bottom of the field. She's probably feeling very lonely now because her mum is not with her, and it's getting dark. Well, it's not getting dark yet, but it's coming to the end of the day, so I should think she's probably thinking, come on, it's a bit much. We did give her a little drop of milk, but out of a bottle, but she didn't go too much on that, so I think we'll try the milk in a bucket tomorrow. She did drink out of the water trough there, and she's eaten hay out of the hay bales because you saw it at the beginning of the little vid. But anyway, that's Elise. Well, you can see her now. She's right down the bottom of the field having a moan. Bless. Anyway, that's our introduction to our little calf. She's very cuddly, I mind you. Only got near her once, and that was to try and feed her with a bottle. That didn't work. I'm actually, because I suppose you can see this. I suppose my t-shirt is covered in cow stuff, and that might this bit here, this bit is I think it's dung. But hey ho, you know. And there's a little bit here, another little bit strip of dung. I don't know how we got dung when I was working on the head. Perhaps dung from the rear end travels, I don't know. Anyway, this is cow dung, and I suspect, I don't know whether she's done any cow pats. Not sure whether I don't think we have, but my shoes, no doubt. my shoes, no doubt, have got loads of sheep stuff and sheep poo and everything. It's a farm after all. Okay then, God bless, and perhaps I'll speak soon with you. God bless, bye bye.